So, okay, we're recording. So I just want to welcome you guys. Thanks for hopping on, coaches, non-coaches. I mean, appreciate everybody hopping on to learn more about, this coaching opportunity. I'm Greg, the kind of the founder of this team, and we're all part of Team Beachbody, but we have like a subset, a team within Team Beachbody, and I became a coach about 9 years ago now, and kind of just worked to start my own team and to I called it Team Engage, and now we have lots of teams within Team Engage, and we have about 2,000 coaches. And it's just I've been helping people over the 9 years, and I'll tell more about my story later on. But what we're going to do tonight is we got some coaches on the call that are going to share their story of how they started with Beachbody, what results they saw, what coaching has done for them. And we're also going to share a couple of videos from Beachbody Corporate that they put together, which gives you some information on coaching. So we're going to we're going to start with a video, and then we'll intersperse our stories in between the videos, and then we'll have some questions at the end. So if that makes sense, we'll go ahead and get started. And I will share my screen. 1 second. All right. So, Tom, can you see my screen there, the video?
Yep. Well, it's blank, but I see the play button.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be able to hear it. So let me start.
Hi, I'm Carl Deichler, CEO of Beachbody, and I'm standing on the stage of our annual summit where 20,000 Team Beachbody coaches will come together from all across the United States, Canada, and the UK to discuss new products, celebrate healthy transformation, and recommit to our mission of helping people enjoy healthy and fulfilling lives. Now, I wanted to welcome you to this Succeed Together event, wherever you are, from this stage, so you could see the magnitude of our commitment to this mission. Now, I know that you're here to learn about Beachbody and see how being a coach could enhance your life. So to kick things off, let me tell you about our approach to getting incredible, healthy weight loss and fitness results like this, and this, and this. An approach which has created so many success stories. It's not only become the in-home health and fitness phenomenon, it's turned into a fun and pretty compelling income opportunity too. Well, that's because there's so much demand. People want to feel better. They want to lose the weight. They want a convenient and fun way to work out, which they'll actually follow through on. And they want the peace of mind knowing they're getting the nutrition they need without having to cut entire food groups or starve themselves. Let me ask you a question. Why are you considering becoming a Team Beachbody coach? You want to be a part of something that'll help you stay consistent and committed to a healthier lifestyle for you and your family? Does it sound interesting to earn income by helping other people get healthy without the pressure of becoming a health and fitness expert? Or maybe it's to save money on our products by being a coach and maybe earning an extra income just for putting a group of people together who follow one of our programs. So you help more and more people get healthy, lose weight, get strong and fit, and start feeding their body in a way that truly helps them feel great. Or whatever your motivation, I want you to know I appreciate the chance to explore this with you because it's my mission, literally. The whole reason I'm on this stage is to help our coaches and you achieve your potential. You might have heard of some of our in-home fitness programs like P90X, 21 Day Fix, Insanity, and you might have heard that we launch some of the most exciting new programs every single year. Maybe you've heard about Shakeology, our incredible superfood nutrition shake, and how good it makes people feel. or about some of our other amazing nutritional supplements, all of which are made of the highest quality ingredients and have been rigorously tested and proven to help people reach their health and fitness goals. But what you might not know is that since 2007, there have been thousands of coaches behind these programs and products, people just like you, achieving their own goals while helping others get results. And while not all these coaches pursued ambitious income goals, others really took to the idea. They took the leap. They worked incredibly hard and have now created six-figure incomes. And there's no reason you can't be the next. But what we found was that people who followed our simple and proven solution of combining sensible nutrition plus in-home fitness plus the support of a coach, and by support, I just mean accountability, to keep their group together and on track, well, those people are the ones who consistently got the best results. Then what happened is those results attracted other people. And it became clear that this relationship between getting results and turning that into an income opportunity is powerful, because literally anybody can do it. And that's the essence of becoming a coach. The more people you help succeed, the more others want to be a part of what you're doing. And the bigger the opportunity is to earn commissions and bonuses. Now, we've been at this for over 10 years now. And the good news is we've paid really close attention to what works and to what doesn't. And we've broken it all down into a simple system with easy tools to help new coaches get started. We call it the Success Club system, with a list of daily activities where we not only show you how to get your own healthy transformation results, but we also show you how to set up and invite people to virtual health and fitness groups. We show you how to use social media to get the word out, how to connect with more and more prospects every day, how to get to what their goals are so you can recommend the right programs and products, and how to get the most out of their program so you start to build a reputation as a person who really helps people get results. But here's where the business starts to get really interesting. Each month, as you help more people, the group will become a bit of a community that creates this life of its own as they continue on, which can help create consistent monthly income for you. And you may even inspire some of them to become new coaches on your team, duplicating with the exact same Success Club system that you used, creating this ripple effect of positive, healthy results, and even greater income and rewards for you. It's outrageous how fulfilling this business can be. There's another component which I think makes this a really fun opportunity, the community that gets created, and my opportunity to do more than reward you with commissions and bonus opportunities, but also to recognize and celebrate your achievements at events like this one, and some incredible trips to some of the best places in the world. We literally get on this stage every year and celebrate the people who, at one point, were thinking about this like you are right now, and who have now gone on to truly make a difference in so many people's lives. The rest of this Succeed Together open house will go deeper into how all of this works so you can make a good decision for yourself. But I want you to know it's important to me that you make a good decision. I don't want this to be some leap of faith where you have to cross your fingers and hope that it works. I want you to feel excited and confident about what you're getting into, excited about helping people with these simple tools that we develop, and a good understanding of what the process looks like so you understand that physical transformation takes time and consistency, and so does financial success. But if you're willing to give it the time and energy, the potential for financial freedom, like real financial freedom to work from home, to pay off debt, or just have the spending money that will give you the opportunity to do the things that you want to do, plus the body and self-esteem to feel great while you do it, well, that's all right on the other side of this decision. And we would love to have you be a part of this special thing that we call Team Beachbody. So now, don't just imagine it. Don't just think about it. You've got to lean into it and start. I know you have more potential than you even know. I know it. So I want you to prove to yourself that you believe it as much as I do, and prove to yourself that you're willing to do what it takes finally to achieve your goals and seize this opportunity. I'm excited to get you started, and I can't wait to celebrate your success. This isn't my stage. This is ours. And now it's your turn to join me right here, center stage. Welcome to Team Beachbody?
Okay, so that was our CEO, Carl Deichler. He is a truly amazing guy. I mean, I've known him for 8 years, and he is the real deal. Met him many times in person, been to many Beachbody events, and that's one of the great things that you get to do as a coach is you get to start going to these amazing events like Summit, and we have Success Club trips that you can earn, which are paid, basically they're free vacations. They can be free vacations. I've taken about 8 of them, over my years as a coach, just completely paid for vacations. And you can do that too. And then there's Summit, which is our annual convention. And that video that Carl took was at Summit in Indianapolis this past year, where they had about probably 25,000 coaches. You get to work out with all the trainers, and I mean, that right there is, a great reason to become a coach, because you just get to be part of not only our team, but part of the community. So let's talk about physical transformations and, great success stories that you can have as a customer and then help you as a coach. And we have Michelle Taylor from our team, and she has been a coach. I'll let you tell how long you've been a coach and how long you've been part of this team, but she has an amazing story. So go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, so I've been a coach I signed up in 2014. I did not sign up as a working coach. I signed up as discount only, because I got with Beachbody back in 2007, and this was with P90X. There was no coaches. That was when they first got the coach, the coach aspect going. So there was no coaches. There was like the message board, and that really wasn't an active thing even back then. So there wasn't much support. You ordered the DVDs off an infomercial and you just did them. So that's how I started. I didn't actually start with the workouts. I started with the eating plan, because I was 286 pounds back then. But, I had ups and downs, because there was no support. So I kind of fell off, didn't do it. And then I think it was, I can't even remember the year, but P90X3 came out, and I kept seeing the infomercials for that. And, if anybody's done P90X, it's like an hour or longer for those workouts. And I'm like, that's hard. But with P90X3, it's like, oh, that's 30 minutes. And I kept seeing this infomercial over and over. So it took me 6 months to even purchase it. And I kept looking for reviews and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I can do 30 minutes. So I ended up ordering it, and I got back on the message boards. And that's where I ended up finding my coach. Because I don't even know who I was assigned, if I even looked to see who I was assigned back then. But I got on the message boards, got with the coach, who was on the Engage team. So I ended up getting in the Facebook groups that, we all run, and, still, I wasn't fully into it. I'd fall off, things would happen, injured my elbow skating with my granddaughter, kind of threw it out the window, gained more weight back. But, in the long run, I ended up losing, I think at that time, 126 pounds. And I ended up keeping it off for a while. But how I got into coaching is because with P90X and P90X3, back then they had the results and recovery, the energy and endurance, the P90X bars. God, those things were good. I love those things. So I'm like, oh, I can get a 25% discount because I'm buying all this stuff anyway. So I'm like, I can get a discount. Then I started seeing Shakeology, right? And actually it was my niece who kept posting it. She was a coach. I didn't even know she was a coach. And she kept posting it, and I'd see it. I'm like, oh, what is this shake? I'm like, I'm not going to drink a shake. I just figured it was like anything else out there. But I started researching it. And, and if you research it, you just know how much work is put into it, all the nutrients that are in it. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I can't afford this. But I started figuring up, well, if I sign up as a coach and I get 25% discount on these other products, I can get Shakeology because I'm getting a 25% discount on it too. So, it worked out, and I'm like, I'm eating out every day for breakfast, spending $8 to $10. I'm like, that could be my breakfast. I'm like, I'm going to save tons of money. So I ended up signing up just for the discount. And, then we started, I was in like our teen challenge groups. I think Insanity Max 30 came out somewhere in there, and I was in like one of the coach, ran groups. And, those groups are such great support. It's such great accountability if you participate in the groups. But then I'm like, I started toying with the idea of working the business. And I got on the message boards, and, I got, some customers, and I started running my own group. And the thing about that is you have double accountability. Because, I could talk for an hour probably about my stuff, but I'll kind of summarize it. But a few years ago, back in 2017, because, I lost that weight. I lost like 126 pounds. I was down to 167. And then it started going backwards. I was doing everything exactly how I was doing when I lost 126 pounds. And, at that time, we didn't have containers way back in the day. You had like, I think P90X was like macros, but they gave you like a list of foods. You still had a list of foods, but then, it's containers. So I was still doing the containers. I was doing the workouts. I was doing exactly everything, and it was going backwards. And I started slowly gaining weight. And I'm going to show you guys, for you who have not seen, I'm going to share my screen. All right, so that first picture there on the left, that was my initial, what I started out with. The one on the right is what I got down to, 167 pounds. Now I'm going to show you, because it started going backwards for no apparent reason, and I'll get to that in just a second about why. But that's what I got back up to, 210 pounds, that picture on the left. And I eventually went to the doctor. I'm like, look, there's something going on. I found out I was anemic. I had back problems. I found out I had herniated disc, bulging disc, degenerated disc, SI joint problems, osteoarthritis in my hip. And then on top of that, I found out I had a Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid issue. But the thing with that is, and see, that's what I look like basically now. I lost it back down and lost more than my initial, weight loss. So that's the beginning, and that's now. All right, let me quit sharing. But my point with that is, if I wasn't a coach and I wasn't running groups, helping with our, our team groups that we run, our challenge groups, support groups, whatever you want to call them, I would have said, screw it. I really would have probably just fell off and, went with the doctor saying, well, weight gain comes with thyroid problems, nothing you can do about it. And I would have I seriously would have said, screw it. But I had double accountability because I'm a coach. I have to be there for my challengers, for the group. So that's like holding myself doubly accountable. And I really do think that is why I have had such great success. Because, I come into the groups, like I do lives, and I do posts, and the things I talk about, I'm not just telling everybody else those things. I'm telling myself that. So it'll stick in my head. And, so it's like a pep talk for myself, not just, everybody in the group. So that is one aspect. You know, the financial side is awesome. It's great. You know, if I didn't have that, because with my back problems, I had a business. I had my own business. I had to let it go because I couldn't. It's physically, it's a very physical job. I couldn't do it with my back stuff anymore. And if I didn't have the coaching to fall back on, I would really be kind of, you know, struggling. And, you know, the financial side helps. But as far as like the health side, I think it has really, really, you know, been a godsend and has helped me get to, you know, where I'm at right now. And, you know, I just, the programs, you know, with all the nutrition programs we have, all the trainers we have, you know, it's really awesome because we have so much to choose from. You know, I've done To Be Mindset, you know, I've done, you know, the Ultimate Portion Fix. So, and the Shakeology, I really think, because I haven't been sick in, I don't know how long, besides, you know, the Hashimoto's, because that's an autoimmune disease and that's one of those things that happen. But I just, everything put together and then add the coaching in, I think that is what has really, really kept me on track, kept me, you know, going and not just giving up. So that's kind of like my story in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, and if you are not part of our groups that we run, you should be, because Michelle makes awesome posts and she's also always posting her recipes and her amazing looking food that helps her, you know, lose that weight. So let's do another video. Let me share my screen again. Share. All right, you see that, Tom? Okay.
So, how does this coaching thing work? It's pretty simple. It comes down to 4 things. First, you have to be the proof that our products really work. And you start by making better food choices. We have all the programs, tips, and tricks to make it easy. But don't worry, we're not saying to eat less so much as to eat smart. It's the key to achieving results and keeping them. And so is getting a daily dose of superfood nutrition. That's Shakeology. You also put fitness in the mix. This means working out with the Beachbody fitness program every day. Every day? Well, not every day. Some programs are just 4 days a week. The important thing is that you're following a program. Consistency is how you get results.
For me, I start my morning with Beachbody Performance energized, then my workout, then my Shakeology.
I actually like to start with Shakeology and a powered green boost. Every coach finds a program and supplement routine that works for them.
That's how you become living proof that the products work, and people will notice. And the last meal, hey, you look good. What are you doing? Beachbody.
What's a shake you're drinking? Shakeology. You'll get results, and those results will inspire others to join you. The second thing you do as a Team Beachbody coach is connect to people, invite them to your challenge group, and follow up with them. We should probably describe what a challenge group is. A challenge group is our name for an accountability group. We found that people stay on track with their fitness and nutrition when they're part of a group of people doing the same thing.
Not peer pressure, more like peer support. Like, hey, did you do your workout today? Anyone else tried the new fix and recipes on Beachbody on Demand? Or, hey, who else is signing up?
It all happens online. No judging, just positive reinforcement to stay on track. As a coach, you set up your group, invite people to join, and then keep them motivated to achieve their goals.
And with all the tools we have to help you, it's a snap.
When someone joins your group, they usually buy what we call a challenge pack, which includes a year subscription to Beachbody On Demand with over 1,000 programs and workouts, plus their first monthly shipment of Shakeology. This is great for a bunch of reasons. First, it gives your customers everything they need to get their results. Second, you get commissions on every product you sell.
When your customers get results from being in a challenge group, there's a good chance they'll be excited about becoming a coach too.
That is one of the ways your business grows, by building a team of coaches, building your own businesses.
And running a challenge group is the best way to get along. You'll spend part of each day hosting to your group, encouraging them, holding them accountable, and recognizing their achievements. Running a challenge group is the most rewarding part about being a coach. You make new friends. You find a great community.
And you fall in love with your own health and fitness.
You help other people get results.
And you get paid.
Oh, we forgot one thing. Wait. I know what it is. Personal development.
Right. We want you to be the best version of you.
You never want to stop improving
and learning new things.
and getting more out of life. It's really the whole point. Okay, so those are the 4 main things you do as a Beachbody coach. So let's go through them one more time. Thomas?
You eat right, work out with our programs, and drink Shakeology.
You connect to people so you can invite them to your challenge groups. And you lead those challenge groups so people get great results.
And you never stop working to improve your situation emotionally, physically, and financially.
And when all that happens consistently, we've seen many coaches build strong and fulfilling Beachbody businesses.
Some with very lucrative businesses. So, speaking of income, we should probably tell you how you can make money as a coach.
Well, you earn a commission every time someone purchases a challenge bag or another item from you.
We handle all the logistics, warehousing, fulfillment, and customer service. You get people started and help them succeed.
And we help you with the rest.
And when your customers coaches themselves, that creates an unanticipated deal.
But the more successful your team becomes, the more bonuses you can earn. Some people make a little money each week, and some make more.
And you get the whole package: a body transformation, a financial opportunity, and new friends. And that's pretty much how it works.
And if you decide it's not for you, you can always get your money back with our 30-day money-back guarantee.
But you have to get started if you want to know for sure. Once you see what you can achieve, that's when dreams start to happen. It's just that simple.
And that's how we succeed together.
Okay, so so that's kind of how it works, and I think they did an amazing job of explaining it. Basically, what we do as coaches is we invite people like you guys probably to our support groups, right? They can be free. You can, if you already have Beachbody or Beachbody programs, DVDs, or Beachbody on demand, you can just come join our groups. A lot of times we run groups together. Like we're currently running a MM100 group together. We're currently running the work group together on Facebook. Plus, I run my own group on the Team Beachbody My Challenge Tracker app. So, if you're part of one of our groups, you can see how we support our team, right? And it doesn't really matter. We have coaches in the group, we have customers in the group, so we all support each other as a team. But what I do as a coach, is like what they said in the video. It's like I'm inviting people constantly. I'm finding people on social media. I'm inviting friends and family that I know in person. I'm helping them get results. I'm supporting them in my group. I'm building trust with them. And then hopefully if they see, if they love the products, if they're seeing great results, they'll also want to join our amazing team of coaches. And that can be very lucrative as well. So let me turn it over to Tom. He's another coach on our team, an amazing coach who has been a coach for several years now and is climbing the ranks and building financial success. So Tom, go ahead.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks, Greg. I got started also with doing one of the programs, but to back up even a little further, I mean, I was always a little bit of a major health nut, and heavy into working out. Not always, like say maybe when I was like 18, I got into it in high school. I probably put on some weight, and then got introduced to working out, and just fell in love with it. And I just from that day on, I did every program I get my hands on, and I've done everything from cybergenics to I don't even know if anybody even heard of that one anymore, but Body for Life, like you name it. I would do these different programs that were out and buy the products, and some of them were really crazy workouts, insane diets, and I would get results, but not for the effort I was putting in. It was crazy. I mean, and then I always wanted to reduce body fat, and that's always been my challenge. Like I would be able to add some muscle and lose weight. I could drop weight, but I was just like a lighter version of fat me. I still had the gut, I still had the spare tire. I just couldn't get rid of body fat, and I thought I was going to the gym at one point 3 times a day. I was just doing so much cardio, and I would just lose weight, but not burn fat, and I'd try supplements, fat burners, you name it. I mean, I felt healthy when I just followed a normal diet, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't achieve my goals, and the amount of effort I was putting in, it just never, warranted the work. And as I got older, it got worse because your metabolism slows down. But I still enjoyed working out, and I just kept doing it, and I just kept trying and searching for different programs. And one day, a friend of mine at work tells me about this. Shows me on his computer this Body Beast program. And I'm like, yeah, at this point, I'm kind of just making up my own programs. I've been doing it long enough and did my homework and had a pretty good routine. But he shows me this Body Beast. I'm like, yeah, another program, another, more products to waste money on. And I was like, no, thank you. I go to my office. I go right on the computer, thinking about it. I open it up and I start looking at it. And then I kind of recognize Beachbody from P90X and Insanity, and I realize it's this one company that has all these programs. And I don't know, something just told me to, let's try it. One more. I said, let's go do one more try. If this doesn't work, I give up. I'm not even going to work out anymore. I mean, I didn't mean it, but that's, and I wouldn't stop. But so I get the program, and that was DVDs. It wasn't even on demand. And, once I started doing the program and using the supplements, like within 2 weeks, I was just blown away with the results I was seeing. And I was in shock. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. And I just kept going with the program and just getting better and better results. And that's when I reached out to Greg, who was my coach at that point, and then telling him we started talking about it. How impressed I was with it. And I then one day watching one of the DVDs, I noticed at the end there was a little infomercial type of thing, mentioning about coaching. So that's I asked Greg, what's this coaching all about? And once he explained it to me, it took me like 2 seconds to make the decision. I think before I even hung up the phone with him, I was filling out the form online and signing up as a coach. I mean, it's a passion, something I love in it, and the products are amazing. They work, the programs work. I was already recommending it to everybody at work because they're asking me, "What are you doing?" I mean, I'm at the same job for 8 years. Back then, it was I guess 5 years, and they all see me in the gym 3 times a day, and all of a sudden, everybody just sees a huge difference. I was like selling the product before I was selling the product, selling the programs. So I was like, I'm already doing it. I already had like 5 people working out with me doing the programs. I had this whole little fitness club going at work, and I still do. And I was like, it's a no-brainer. I could, build a business with it. And I, always wanted to have my own business in health and fitness. And, I looked into gyms and GNCs and things like that. And it's just the capital investment's insane. So this was like I already bought a challenge pack. So if you have a challenge, you buy a challenge pack, the coach enrollment fee is waived. So what did it cost me at that point to sign up as a coach? $0. Fee was waived. I already bought a challenge pack. It cost me nothing. And I'm getting a 25% discount on the products I'm already using. Right? So, what's to think about? So again, it took me 2 seconds. I filled out the form and I was in. And, I just got more and more fired up as I learned more about it. And, and I knew nothing, about really network marketing except for the concept, the way it worked. Social media, forget it. If I had anybody on Facebook, it was my wife and maybe that's about it. A couple people from work. Instagram, I didn't even have an Instagram account. And to talk to you people like this, I am the biggest introvert that Greg probably, I don't know, maybe it was a year before I even spoke on any of these calls. But, but I still kept doing it. I mean, when I'm talking about something I'm passionate about, I'll get into it. But, when I tell you Beachbody changed my life in every way, shape, or form, I'm not exaggerating one bit. My health, my finance, my personal life, me in general, family. It's just really the honestly the best decision I ever made, and it was to join Beachbody. So, from that point, I just, I didn't, again, know really how to proceed. It did seem overwhelming when I finally, sat down and said, okay, where do I start? My head started spinning, and what I do, Greg, I was like, I don't know where to start. And, Greg took me, helped me every step of the way. There was weekly, training that we do online, and like all the resources are there. It's like, seems a little overwhelming at first, but when you take advantage of the help and your coach, it's not hard at all. I mean, I pretty much just, I keep saying this, and I think Greg laughs every time I say it. I really just followed him blindly, and just I was like, this is simple. Greg says do this, I do it. I trusted him, I did it. I followed his lead. Sometimes not even knowing I was learning as I was going, and it just worked. My group just kept growing, and my business kept growing, and it's still going that way. I mean, there's still some things I don't understand 100%. There's still new things to come out. I learn something new all the time, but there's you got all the support that you need, and just trust the process with the workouts and with the business, and you really can't go wrong. I'm sorry I talk fast, but this gets me excited. So.
Oh, awesome, thanks, Tom. But you're absolutely right. It's not hard, right? And Tom is an expert now, so don't let him, don't believe that he's not. I mean, he's come out of his introverted shell. He's doing stories on Instagram, videos, posts, and really that's all it's about, right? It's connecting with people on social media. If that's the way you want to work the business, that's the way I do. That's the way Tom does, and just sharing about your workouts, your nutrition, inviting people into a group, and motivating and encouraging them. That's all we do as coaches, right? So it's not rocket science. You don't have to be a personal trainer. You don't have to be a nutritionist. You just have to be somebody who loves Beachbody and who wants to help other people, right? And if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to do what your coach tells you to do, like Tom said, you're going to be successful at this, right? You're going to have people that want to do the program with you, right? They're going to want to join your free group that you have, and they're naturally going to want you to be their coach. And then by default, you're going to start earning commissions off of anything that they purchase. If they sign up as a coach, you're going to be able to earn bonuses. So just to circle back to my story, I started 9 years ago, just like Michelle said, right? I started as a discount coach as well. I wanted to save money on Shakeology because I also researched it, and it's by far the best nutritional supplement shake that's on the market, hands down. And I wanted the best results. And I needed the best results because I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that I was overweight, I had high blood pressure, I had high cholesterol, and I needed the nutrition. And I started working out with P90X, and I started watching my diet, and I went back to the doctor a few months later, and I had lost 40 pounds. He took me off blood pressure medication, and he said, Greg, you have amazing results, but you have to continue to do what you've been doing. So that's why I signed up as a coach, because I knew if I had people that were accountable, that I was accountable to, right, as their coach, that I wouldn't quit. And I haven't. I've been doing it for, like I said, 9 years. And I didn't even know that you could make money at this as a business when I signed up. I just wanted the accountability. It was like a fun thing for me, like a nice little hobby. And I wanted the discount, of course. But, like people started making me their coach. I started talking to everybody. I talked to my family. I talked to all my Facebook friends. Like Tom, I didn't even have Instagram. So, that was a relatively new thing where I'm now finding people on Instagram and becoming their coach. And the great thing is anything they purchase, you automatically get 10% or 25%, of anything they purchase. Then when you sign up coaches under you, you start earning team bonuses off of what your coaches are doing and what their coaches are doing and how that compounds. So I can tell you that, it was within a few months of becoming a coach, I was seeing amazing financial results starting to happen. I was getting my car payment paid for. 6 months later, I was getting my house payment paid for. After, I can tell you after 4 years, I was making 2 or 3 times as much at Beachbody as I was at my full-time corporate IT job. Okay. So when my corporate IT boss was offering me, a 3% raise, if I, work nights and weekends and step up, I'm like, no, that's okay. I think I'm just going to step out and do my own thing. So, for the past 5 years, I have, had the financial freedom to work at home, to do what I want to do, continue to do Beachbody, continue to help people. I've made over $1 million with Beachbody. I am part of the Legacy $1 Million Club. And, that's just what's possible with Beachbody. And there are so many coaches that have surpassed me, who have done it in half the time that I have done it in. And there's a lot of coaches that have, not. So it really depends on you, right? Beachbody cannot guarantee you any level of success. It's really based upon your skill level and how hard you want to work this business. I tell all my new coaches, you can do this just for the discount, right? You can sign up as a coach for free. Like if you've already purchased a challenge pack, like Tom said. If not, sign up with the challenge pack. There's some amazing deals going on this month. You could sign up as a challenge pack. You get to become a coach for free. The only thing that's required of you as a coach is to pay your coach fee. And if you are active military or a veteran, you don't even have to pay your coach fee. It's completely free. So you can have $1 million business, completely for free. Or if you have to pay the coach fee like me and Tom and everybody else, it's $15.95. Can you imagine owning $1 million business or starting $1 million business, and the only thing that's required of you is $15.95? Would you sign up for that? Literally, I could do nothing. I could take off. I could tour around the world. I could do 0 with Beachbody, and I'm still going to have the same income coming in. That's that's the power of residual income. What you build continues to pay you. It just, because of the team, and that's what network marketing does. And that's why network marketing is better than exchanging your time for money at a normal job. And, if you want a piece of this, if you want to join with us, $15.95 a month. Would you be willing to take a risk of $15.95, knowing that you can quit at any time? Beachbody offers a money-back guarantee. So if you order a challenge pack with Shakeology and you absolutely hate it and you can't drink it, send it back. Beachbody will give you all your money back. Nothing else is required of you to be a coach. You could be a coach just for the discount, right? Just like Michelle said when she signed up, and what I did when I signed up is I just wanted the discount. That was my main reason, and the accountability, right? And that's perfectly fine. You can still go to Summit, which I talked about. You can still, go to other Beachbody events. We have quarterly events all over the country. You can still attend all those as a coach. So you get all the benefits. You're still part of our team. You can still attend our training. You can still get a discount. There's absolutely 0 reason that you guys shouldn't sign up as a coach on our team. But if you want, you can do this as a hobby. That's the second way. Discount is the first way. Hobby is the second way. You can do this as a hobby. You can just refer some friends, some family. If you refer 3 people to start drinking Shakeology, yours is completely paid for. How simple is that, right? You can do it as a hobby by referring people. Or if you want to do it as a business, if you want to be able to walk away from your job one day, potentially, do it as a business like I do. Do it like Tom does and like Michelle does and a lot of other coaches on our team do. You know, you can make significant money at this business, and it will continue to build week over week if you stick with it. You know, it's not something that you're going to get rich quick on, right? It's something that you can consistently do, and you can consistently build over time. You can consistently pick up more and more customers. You can turn those customers into coaches, and it can continue to pay you a residual income potentially for the rest of your life. So, I mean, really, you guys, you have nothing to lose. And if you are interested, I encourage you to reach out to Tom, your coach, whoever invited you, me. We're going to do this together. I mean, when you sign up with our team, you're never alone. Your coach is your mentor. I'm your upline mentor. We do calls together. We run groups together, everything that we've talked about. So I just got one more 3-minute video to show you guys, and that is it. And then we'll take any questions if you guys have any. All right.
Hi, I'm Michael Neiman, president of Team Beachbody. Thanks again for coming today to hear more about us. You know, I remember when I was in a similar situation. About 13 years ago, I was looking for my next career move, and I found myself sitting in Carl Deichler's office listening with a bit of skepticism to his vision for a new kind of network marketing company. He explained that while Beachbody had sold lots of fitness programs as an infomercial company, he felt that something was missing. He explained that the company's mission was not just about selling stuff, but to truly help people achieve their goals and enjoy healthy and fulfilling lives. And then he added that just having people buy the product didn't always mean that they achieved their goals. If buying the program was the easy part, getting people to start and finish the program, get results, that was the hard part. What he felt was missing was a human component. Someone who would be there with motivation and support to make sure our customers really did get results. Now, they didn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert, just someone who had had a great experience with our products and was ready to share that experience with others. Now, his vision for a network marketing company was not to build an army of salespeople, but to build a powerful network of people helping people to get healthier and to achieve their goals. And when those people achieve their goals, they would help others. And this positive cycle of people helping people would continue. The payoff would be huge, both in terms of getting people healthy, but also in creating real income opportunity for those who participated and put in the work. Now, that was the concept, that people would succeed together. And that has led us to this very event we are putting on today. Well, based on the fact that 13 years later I'm still here, it's obvious that I was sold on Carl's vision, and I said yes to joining Beachbody. Together, along with a great corporate team and over 350,000 coaches, we've grown it into a billion-dollar business. And I am thankful every day that I said yes to this opportunity. You know, I get to be around incredible people who literally become my family. On a daily basis, I get to see amazing success stories, often life-changing, that happen to ordinary people because of what we do. Joining Team Beachbody has been one of the best decisions for me and my family. It's made my life so much fuller and richer, and it has been so much fun. I hope that after your experience today, you make that same decision. You know, there really is nothing to lose. If you sign up and it's not for you, we have a money-back guarantee. We want you to love being a coach, and we are pretty sure that when you get that first thank you from someone you've helped, when you see that you are making a real impact on people's lives, you are going to be glad that you took that step and got involved to help yourself by helping people, just like the rest of us. Well, thanks again for coming out today. You know, it may be a little premature, but just in case you do decide to join our mission to help yourself by helping people and you become a coach, well, all of us here at Beachbody headquarters wanted to welcome you to the family where we all succeed together. Welcome to Team Beachbody!
Okay, guys, so now's your opportunity. Anybody have any questions? You can take yourself off mute or you can type it in the chat. So looks like we had a couple people drop off, right? But Tom, you can follow up with them.
Yep, I will. Nobody?